start down here. Which experienced a greater time of impact? Which one experienced a greater time, friends? Yeah.
The sheep, because it took a longer time to slow it down.
Yeah. The sheep, because it took a greater time or a longer time for it to slow down. What about the greater force? Which one experienced a greater force? Which one cracked or would have cracked, guys? What's that? The one that hit the wall. Which one do you think is going to experience a greater force? An egg that cracks or an egg that does not crack? When it cracks, right? I need your brains on and I need you to participate. This doesn't work otherwise. Okay? Which one experienced a greater force? The wall, right? Yeah, when it hits the wall. Why? How do we know? Because the egg cracked. Or would have. Okay? Which one experienced a bigger impulse? We're going to vote on this one. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to talk to your table mates. We're going to vote. You're either voting for sheet or you're voting for wall. Which one experienced a greater impulse? Go. I give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Are you ready to vote? Which one experienced a greater impulse? I think it was the wall. Raise your hand if you say the wall. I think it was the sheet. Raise your hand if you think it was the sheet. Did anybody not vote yet? What is impulse, friends? Look at your notes. Get them out. Come on. What is impulse? F net times time, right? And it equals what? Change in momentum. Which one experienced a greater change in momentum? Who threw the egg in here? Right? Now, Hunter, I have a question. If you had the opportunity to throw the egg at the wall, could you have thrown it harder? Or would you throw it at the same speed?
I would throw it harder.
You would have? Why didn't you give it all you got?
Because you know my overthrow it or used to it.
So question. If I gave him another egg and I got the sheet out again and you threw it really hard at the wall or really hard at the sheet, which one's going to experience a greater impulse, guys? Which one's going to have a bigger change in momentum? Hunter, how fast can you throw?
Like 70.
You can impress us. It's okay. We don't know any better. Mass and change in velocity, right? V final minus V initial. The final velocity for the egg in both cases was what? 0. The initial velocity in both cases was how fast are you saying?
Like 70 or more.
7. We'll say 7. We'll just say 70. Because, it's not quite in season yet. So, who knows, right? 70 miles per hour? Sweet. And the egg has a mass. Did the mass of the egg change? No, it's the mass of the egg, however big that was. So you got 0 minus 70 times whatever that mass of the egg was. Let's say it's a half of a kilogram. Does anything in here tell you whether it hit the wall or the sheet? No. So what? What'd you say, Ben? They're the same! This is the big deal. This is what you write down in that little takeaway box if you're filling it out. What do we know? We know that the egg hitting the wall is going to crack because it has a bigger force. We know that the egg that hit the sheet has a bigger time. But oh my gosh, if the force gets big, the time gets little. And if the force gets little, the time gets big. And it results in the same impulse. They both experience the same impulse. Okay? That is the takeaway. That's the takeaway from yesterday. That's going to be the takeaway from today.
All right. I'm going to show you what our plan is for the day. Prior to that, I want to let you all know that the cupcake decorating extravaganza tomorrow during Liberty Time and after school in the art room. Everyone is invited to enjoy cupcakes and the decorations that go with them. So please join them. I'm going to try and sneak down there and get a cupcake after school. I'm pretty excited, not going to lie. All right, we are going to do a station rotation. There are 3 stations. I'm going to split you up into groups, and I'll tell you what those are in just a minute. Station A is going to be up here with me. We're going to look at the Unit 3 test and look at a little bit more beyond that. Station B is back in that back corner by the orange sign. There are some blue papers back there. They've got a bunch of ranking tasks on them. You're going to work through some ranking tasks. All of the solutions are up on Canvas so you can check, but please do them without looking first, right? It's better to practice, to think it through than just to copy things down because, friends, am I going to collect that for points? No, but it's going to get you some practice. And then station 3 is way over there. There's a green sign and there's some yellow pieces of paper over there. That is an Impulse-Momentum Theorem Saves Lives opportunity. You've got some problems to look at in terms of safety in cars and how the Impulse-Momentum Theorem relates to that. Okay? We've got about 10 minutes at each station. It's going to go fast. You are responsible for all of the material, and if you stay focused, you can get through it. Okay? If not, then you'll need to do it outside of class time. Does that make sense? So get your stuff kind of packed up. We're going to shift after each 10 minutes. I will tell you which groups you're in just a moment, but go ahead and get yourself packed up first.